Hey guys, I'm sitting here on all the trees I still need to cut, but yeah, I'm outside. I just checked the horses because we have another storm. I think in this spot the wind is not too bad, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, it's like the 5th or maybe 6th storm this year. So 6th storm in like a month's time, and that's not really normal for where I live. Normally around this time it's not that bad. Most of the times we have some bad storms during summer, maybe autumn, but not like this. Not in winter time. I'll wait till the wind is gone a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty bad, and it's also the first time you think, a storm, it's fine. Oh, look at my hair. You can see I've been outside for a minute. The first time you think, it's a storm, it's fine. We have those sometimes, but now this winter it's really bad. And so far we are quite lucky. Just some damage, but not really bad. So yeah, it's annoying, but it's like with the animals, it's just I worry that something is going to happen. Of course, we are in between a lot of trees, and it's nice in summertime. It's green and it's secluded and it's very quiet. You just hear the birds, so that's amazing. But when there is storms and trees are falling down, it's not really fun anymore. And also with the horses, with their fencing, I just worry something breaks and something happens to them. So I did a round around the fencing to check if everything is alright, if the stable is alright, and everything looks fine. So yeah, it's for now it's great, but I can't really work outside because it's a bit quiet now, but the storm gets a lot heavier later, and it's just the tree branches. It's not really a great spot to be outside. So yeah, it's quite annoying, and I know now with this storm, this probably will last for 3 days, and that's also not really normal. But yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. And I think after those 3 days it will start getting colder again. So we'll see. I don't really mind the cold. I just don't really like all the storms. And for now it's alright. But just in the night also, I just can barely sleep because of all the sounds. And I love nature. I love all the seasons. And also I think it just makes you feel alive in a way. Don't really know how to explain it. Sometimes it's a powerful feeling, and I need to have some respect for nature, and of course I do. I just really hope there's no trees falling down on my house. So far we're good, just stuff outside has been broken, but that's fine. I just don't want anything going to my roof, to the stable, through my fencing. That would be very bad, but for now it's alright. I just hope the next 3 days it will quiet down a little bit. And I need to do some things inside because you can't really work outside right now. The storms is it's not fun to be outside. It's also a little bit dangerous. And all things I need to do, it needs to be dry and not windy. So I think I will be doing some things inside the coming days, and it's fine. But yeah, I'm starting to wish spring would start. That's for sure. Yeah, it's just living like this on the countryside and in between trees in nature. It's sometimes with all the things on Instagram and on YouTube, you think, wow, it's so amazing, and it is, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's also with storms and things happening, with the power going out, because it happens a lot lately. It's just sometimes it can be a little bit annoying, but I guess it's just part of it, and it's also part of the beauty, of course. So yeah, that's just my rant about the storms. I still love it here, of course, but just something maybe we need to get used to because it's getting more and more. So yeah, that's my talk. Let's do some things. I'm standing in the wind, so I don't think you can hear me very much, but I was just sitting inside on the couch with Zeno, my dog, and then I heard a very, very loud bang, and you can see over there, that's a pretty big branch that fell down. So I will need to remove that later. I don't really think it did any damage to the roof. It just scared us a little bit. Hey Sen. Also, it scared Senny a little bit. So I'm just here with him. He's fine now. So luckily it didn't went straight to the roof, because it is quite big. So yeah, it's just see where it hit the roof. I think it didn't fall straight down, because then it would have gone right through it, but now it just lays flat on top. I don't really think it did any damage. I cannot see anything right now, but I also cannot go up on the roof now because of how windy it is. It's just too dangerous to climb up there now, so I can't really see if it did any damage to the top layer of the roof, but for now I don't think it did. Just a little bit scary. It was quite a loud bang. So I'm happy it didn't just go straight in, and hopefully this is it. Hopefully there will be no more big branches falling down. I'm just looking at the trees right now. It's just, right now it's okay. It's just some gusts of wind are very, very powerful. And we do have some hanging branches, of course. Yeah, I will go inside again. Hopefully nothing big comes down. And I will look at the damage when it's less windy, but this should be another few days of storm. So yeah, we'll see. I've been trying to take a video of how much it is raining for a few times now, but because my screen is so wet, it's almost impossible to take a video. But yeah, it's pretty bad right now. You can see how wet it is. I don't know if you can see, but Oreo is in the stable. Bouty and Coco don't really care. They're over there in the dry spot in the paddock. But yeah, it's been raining constantly. It's extremely wet, and you can hear my voice is not great because yeah, I'm having a cold. But further in the week it will probably rain some more. But I'm extremely ready for spring now, because this is not fun anymore. The horses are still doing fine. They're just outside eating. Oreo's in the stable. They can stand dry if they want, but you can see how wet it is. It's just been raining and raining for hours, and the wind is gone now, but the constant rain is also not very, very nice. So yeah, no work outside this week, unfortunately. Hopefully spring will be here soon. So we went to the thrift store again. If you saw the video where I went to the thrift store with my brother and my mother, maybe you saw that we were looking at a wall full of paintings. Those were paintings of animals, mostly chickens. We went back. My mother bought like 5-6 paintings of chickens. And then we went back and they had some new ones. Like this one. And I wanted to put something here because this is an old one for this one that was up there. It's a Christmas painting with lights and things, but it does look quite cute. But for now, hopefully when the spring will be here soon, I just wanted something different, and with these chickens I really liked it, and it was quite cheap, so they had a wall full of everything with chickens and other animals, but I like the chickens the most, so I took this one and I will put it up there. I will take my shoes off because I will make everything dirty. Yeah, I really liked it. Very happy with what they had. My mother also bought another 5, I think. She gave 2 to my grandmother, and also Dylan, my brother, he has 2 paintings of chickens inside now, so yeah, we're very much into the chicken paintings. I like it. Easy. Lekker boy. Is it level? Yeah, I think it is. It's not really... Well, maybe it is in the center of the wall. But as you can see... I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a lot of spots on the wall. I painted the walls when I moved here in the tiny house, and it was 5 years ago now. I painted everything, and yeah, I think I should do it again because it's a little bit dirty. It has some spots there, but that's something I want to do in summertime because I cannot live inside the whole time when I'm painting here because it's not so good for your health. So I want to do it when I am mostly outside. And of course now with the weather, how bad it is, it's not possible to be outside the whole time. So yeah, need to wait till the weather gets a little bit better. I will remove everything inside and put it outside, and then I can paint the walls again. I don't really know what I want to do with it. Maybe this one a little light grey or white. It's also, sometimes it's a bit hard to decide for colors, because I have the wood stove and it always gets a little bit brown because of all the smoke you have. So that's something to keep in mind, but also it's not really a problem if you paint it often. So maybe I'm just going to go for something light because I do like when it's light in here. And of course you can see some spots. I don't even know how it happened. I think it is because of the smoke of the wood stove, but then you just need to paint it every few weeks and weeks. Well, that would be a problem. Every few years you need to paint it, and now it's been 5 years. So, and I was a little bit late. I think I should have done it last year. So if you do it every 4 weeks, I think I will be fine. And there's some other things I need to do on the inside, but I can only do that when it's summertime. So hopefully in a few months when the weather gets better, I can get around to it. And also, maybe if you noticed, my hair color has changed in this clip. That's because I was just at my mother's, and she's a hairdresser. She has been for her whole life. She has her own hair salon, and yeah, with my hair we used to go a little bit darker. My hair's been dyed for years now. I can't even remember how long we dyed it, but every time it gets more and more red because it's just the redness. It's really strong, so it goes through everything. When I want to go a little bit lighter, maybe do some blonde or anything, always the redness comes through. And we used to go a little bit darker every time, and then my hair gets really dark, and also the redness comes through. So I was like, you know what, let's just embrace the red hair and go for it. So that's why my hair is it has changed colors now, because I've just been there. So it's been dyed like a few hours ago. Still need to get a little bit used to it myself, but yeah, I like it. So, and I think I will get used to it quite quickly. I don't look at myself that often, so it's more of a difference for everybody around me and not so much for me. You like the paintings, Annie? Hey? Zeno really likes chickens. He's very friendly to all animals. When he was younger, because Zeno is 15 years old now, I get some comments saying he looks a little bit skinny. Yeah, he is. We feed him enough, but it's just because he's an old dog. He has not the muscles of a young dog anymore, so when he gets older, he becomes a little bit more skinny. But he has a good diet, and he's very happy and healthy as far as we know. Hopefully he is. But he's 15 years old, so that's why he's a little bit skinny. But when he was younger, he used to chase pheasants. So he's fine with all birds, it's just pheasants he don't like. And cats when he was younger. But now he's fine with all animals. Also with the chickens, you can just let them around him, and he's very nice to them. Yeah, boy? But yeah, very happy with that.
Het per dingetje 1 pond. Dus er zijn dit er 5.
Ik denk dat dat te veel is. So it's not only rain this video, luckily it's dry now, and I wouldn't say it's sunny, but it's pretty nice. So I'm going to remove this dead small tree thingy. Going to remove that and plant the trees. I wish plant these small little plants I showed you in the video earlier, because this really needs to be planted, and it's dry right now. You never know how long it will be dry, so yeah, to make sure they're in the ground and they can start growing, I will put these in the ground. First I need to remove this one. I'm going to put 3 of these smaller plants here next to the fence, because I think it's quite ugly, but we do need it for Zeno. So I'm going to put these along the fence line here. Hopefully in spring and summer they will start growing. I wish I could tell you the name. In Dutch we call it vlinderplant, which roughly translates to butterfly plant. Vlinderstruik in Dutch we say, so butterfly plant is the closest I can come up with. I'm reading the name right now, trying to think if I can make an effort to pronounce it. Buddleia davidi is, I think, the Latin name, so I don't really know what it is in English, but it attracts butterflies and insects, and yeah, we would love to have some more butterflies here and give them a place to roam around. So and these are very beautiful. I have 3 of those. This is the white one, a pink one, and a blue one. So I'm really hoping they will do great here. This spot is sometimes in the sunlight, sometimes it's a bit shadowy here, but it's a beautiful spot, and I can watch from my window over there, and I can watch from the outside. It's a nice spot to plant some beautiful plants. So we'll see how they do. Hopefully they do great. First I need to remove this thing here, this dead branch, tree, whatever, and then I will put these in the ground, and hopefully in spring and summertime they will be very big and very beautiful. I could use the chainsaw, of course, but I don't really like putting on all the protective gear for just so small thingy. This one was laying around here. It's an old saw we don't really use anymore, and I made a rule for myself to only use the chainsaw when I wear all the protective gear, because I know how easy it is to think, oh, I can just do it very quickly with the chainsaw and not wear the protective clothing or the protective glasses or anything. So it's kind of a rule for me to only use it when I'm wearing the protective gear, just for safety. And I don't really feel like putting everything on just for this thing, so that's why
I'm doing this instead of just grabbing the chainsaw. Oh, maybe I can just pull it out. Ooh. Hey, hey, Sam, hey, good boy. Last video I talked about Sam, hey. I think I talked about last video or the video before that video about Zeno and this behavior, because he has been so scared since New Year's because of all the fireworks. And because he's so old, he just forgets very easily. So now always he's at the fence because he sees I'm outside the garden, and he's just so afraid of me leaving him that he's trying to escape a little bit. Sunny, hey! And he really just forgets I'm here because he's so old. Hey! So yeah, I need to watch him very closely.